Hey guys, I'm gonna do a video to show you how to make paneer at home. I know you guys love paneer. So we're gonna start with what you need. There's a lot of fancy stuff that you'll see in videos online. You'll see them use a colander like this. You see them use like a muslin cloth or a soft cotton cloth like this. But really, ideally, all you need is a big sieve like this one, and you should be done. The other stuff that you need obviously is about like half a gallon or a gallon. I don't know, in liters it's 1 liter. You just do the math yourself, but 1 liter of full fat milk. So we need 1 liter of full fat milk. We usually wing it because we've been doing it for so long, but I have this little beaker here to show you how we're going to do 500 to 500 mls into a pan that you can boil. Ideally should have a thick surface so it doesn't stick to the bottom. So I'm going to do 1 liter.
This is 500.
I know. And this is the second one. My mom's going to do all the cooking, so I can just do the video. And then the second thing you need, now there's a lot of ways you can make paneer at home. So there's multiple ways to make paneer. One of them is using citric acid. So it's basically just a powder, but you don't, I mean the paneer that comes out of that is usually very grainy and can get a little hard. It also has a slight lemon flavor, which is the same if you use lemons to curdle the milk. The best way to do it is to use curd. The more the curd is sour, the better your paneer will be. So I have this curd from like 3 days ago, and it's gone a little sour. I've mixed some fresh curd with it. You need about half and half quantity, like actually 1:2 quantity. So if it's 1 liter of milk, you need about 300 to 400 ml of curd in it. Now the interesting thing is you can make your own curd also at home. All you need to do is, like, you go to the market, buy curd once or buy yogurt once, and then all you need to do is keep like just this much, like half a tablespoon of that curd, and mix it in lukewarm milk in say about 1 liter of lukewarm milk, and this should be enough to get the milk to get the curd going. Keep it overnight in a warm place, and by next morning it should be ready. You should have your own curd at home as well. So today we're going to use curd to do the milk. Now I have 1 liter of milk here. I'm going to put it up for boil. So while we have that going, I'm going to show you how you usually prepare it if you're using the muslin cloth and all. Ideally, when this whole thing comes to a boil, I'm going to add all of this curd and start whisking it. Wait for it to curdle, and the moment it curdles, you'll see the whey separating from the paneer, and you have to add water at that instant to bring the temperature down. After that, you put it in this colander here. You can also put like a muslin cloth on top like this and drain everything here. That way, once you tie the cloth up, you'll have a firmer shape. There's a couple of do's and don'ts that we'll do at the end of the video. And now we just wait and wait and wait for this to boil. It has to start boiling really fast before we can add curd. Another thing is the curd, if it's cold, it's better. So you might want to keep it in the fridge. You sort of shock the milk into curdling, if that makes sense. So I was doing some capsicum for the chili paneer later on, and then I realized the milk was boiling, so I came running back. Now this part is really crucial, so pay attention. We're going to add the curd. This is my mom doing it. Say hi, mom. Hi.
Hello.
So my mom's going to add the paneer, add the curd, sorry. She's going to stir it really slowly while she adds the paneer. Adds the curd. Why do I keep saying paneer? I'm nervous. I've never done videos. Sorry.
इसके में एक शीट है.
And you'll see it started separating.
This is done.
It's done. We didn't even need the whole thing. But
Just
the
about
important part
200
is
grams of
we needed about 200 grams of curd.
in a liter.
And the important part is that you need to turn off the heat right after you do this, because if you leave the heat on, your paneer is going to get hard. It's not going to be soft.
And then cool it
you
down
need
with
to
cold water.
yeah, you need to put water on it so you cool it down so that it remains really soft. And that's it. That's all you have to do. Boiling milk, add some curd to it, colder the better. And this is
Separate the
paneer.
whey.
Separate the whey. Oh, the whey, don't ever throw it away. That's like the healthiest part of the paneer. We usually use all the whey. The whey is the liquid,
The water.
the water that you see that we're going to separate in a bit. So we save that and mix it up in all the dals and curries that we make. You can knead your dough with it. And now my mom's going to put this in a muslin cloth. Oh, that's over a colander and over another container to collect the whey in. So, like I said, we usually use the sieve, but my mom wants to go fancy because I'm making a video. Here we go. Beautiful. And it just smells so heavenly.
You can add anything in it.
Oh yeah, sometimes I just like to dig into this when it's fresh. I just add salt and pepper on it, slide a bit of lemon, and that's it.
Collect all the four corners.
Just pick them up and let it hang like you get your hung curd, like yogurt. Remember, don't ever press down on it. If you press down on the thing or you squeeze it too hard, it'll get hard. The paneer will get hard. You need to extract the whey, but you need to ensure you
turning.
don't. Yeah, you just use the turn method to slightly tighten the whole thing, but don't ever press down on it. And then we'll just leave it here. Just tuck it under the thing
Press it lightly.
lightly. Well, I never press it because every time I do it just goes hard, so I just keep it tucked down and leave it there for a bit for the, yeah, like that, exactly like that. And then I just wait for the water to drain out. So we've left the paneer here to drain for a bit to get any excess whey out. This is the whey we've collected. I'm going to, like I said, use it in curries. When I boil rice, I'm going to use this. Basically everywhere that I use water in my cooking, I'm just going to use this.
Lemonade.
You could also mix it with some salt and pepper and drink it like lemonade is what my mom says, but I think it's the taste is slightly too strong, so I prefer mixing it in stuff and having it. But don't ever throw it away because this is the purest form of protein that you'll find in food. It's really strong. You can mix it in chicken broth. You can make broths out of this. You can make soups out of it. Just put it anywhere you use water. Okay, my mom says if you've used lemon, yeah, that's a good trick. If you're using lemon or citric acid actually to curdle your milk and make the paneer, it's a good idea to like rinse it underwater, just like that. It's going to make the cooking process stop. The paneer is going to stop cooking here, and it's going to take away some of that citric flavor, the lemony flavor from the paneer if you're using citric acid or if you're using like really sour curd. And I'm going to show you in a bit. I'm going to let this sit and then I'm going to show you in a bit what this looks like. Until then, I'm going to go make my chili paneer. It's cooled down? Okay, let's see how it turned out, guys. Doing this with one hand, bear with me. Thank you, Mom. And this is fresh paneer that I'm gonna taste. Oh, so soft. Try it, guys. Try it at home.
Cut it into.
You can cut it into cubes, see how soft it is. I'm being like Master Chef right now. Maybe I should just send this as my entry for you guys. Here we go. Super firm,
Paneer in 10 minutes.
really soft paneer in less than 10 minutes. Seriously, the video is 10 minutes long, so yeah. I hope all of you try it and let me know how it was. Bye.